What's up, everybody? It is the last video of the day for me, and the last video talking about this list of strategies to answer the essay. I'm going to go over the final couple strategies here and then just go over the whole thing one more time as a whole to tell you how you can start writing this essay. So, in the previous videos, we talked about the first ones that we've talked about already, like circling the question words. Putting a box around the verbs that tell you what to do, making your DWBB box, right? Then we talked about dissecting the prompt and coming up with our main idea statements. Again, a main idea statement is simply a sentence that answers the questions that the question is asking you, and they're the really main idea points, the most important points that are going to go into your essay. So you'll start off and you'll have those three sentences, right, that answer the questions of the prompt, and those are going to go into your introduction. Okay. In your introduction, you're going to write something that really grabs people's attention to start. Then you're going to put your main idea sentences in there to introduce to everybody what on earth it is that you're going to be talking about. And then after that paragraph one is complete for the intro, your next three paragraphs are going to be your body paragraphs. And in each one of those, they're going to be led by one of your main idea statements. So, for example, if your first main idea statement was describing what the future food was, well, then in body paragraph number one, which is paragraph two here, that whole paragraph would be about what that future food was from the title of the story. Okay. Paragraph three would be all about main idea number two. And then paragraph four, which is your third body paragraph, is going to be all about your final main idea statement number three. Obviously, you're going to have all your details and your evidence in there. You're going to have some quotes, and you're going to pull that right out of the story or the article. Just make sure that you slap some quotation marks around it. Lastly, your conclusion is basically a nice wrap up of everything that you said in the beginning, or the rest, I should say, of your essay. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of conclude here for you what the final couple strategies were, right? So it says to write the body paragraphs about your main idea sentences that use text evidence to answer the questions. So again, what would be a good idea, I would think, is that you're always going to want to have probably around three pieces of evidence that support your idea. Okay, so let's say that for body paragraph number three, which is paragraph four, it's your last main idea. Your main idea is all about if you think it's a good idea or not for this future food business. So let's say I think that it's a great idea. Okay, so in my body paragraph four, I'm going to be looking for evidence that supports my opinion in this case. So I might say, okay, you know what? Well, I think it's a really great idea. And I remember in paragraph, I don't know, paragraph three, that it said that this is something that could save lives. Let's pretend. Okay. So I might say, in my paragraph four there, I think that this type of future food is an incredible invention because, according to paragraph yada yada, it says that it can save lives. Um, Dr. So and so says, quote, and then I would put the quotation that I would take directly out of the article. So, do you see what I'm doing there? Where I'm including number one, my main idea statement. Number two, I'm looking through the article to find pieces of it that would match my opinion or match what I'm trying to say. And then I put those in there, either in my own words or I use the exact words, but I put quotation marks around them. Because, like I was saying in the last video, you don't want to have plagiarism, which is where you steal somebody else's words and you pretend like they're your own. So make sure for each of these body paragraphs that you are putting your main idea statement, you're coming up with around three details of evidence to support it, and that you're putting quotes around it if it's not your own words. Now, the last part here is to write a conclusion that summarizes what you wrote and leaves readers thinking, shocked, impressed, or maybe even all three. So the conclusion wraps up the rest of your essay, it summarizes everything really nicely, and it ends with a bang. It ends with something that's really going to make your readers think or question. So again, I might say something like, this future food will change the restaurant business as we know it. And that's how you use this list of strategies.